Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to achieve this simple light mode to dark mode transition with just PowerPoint. Alright guys, so to get started, this is a presentation slide where I did the animation that I put together to form the video that you just watched. So I'm going to recreate that animation here, and I have all the assets that I need for that. I have a holophone, I have the screen for the light mode, the dark mode, I have this a rectangle that moves to the side, I have the text, I have the click icon, and also I have this rectangle, a dark rectangle, and I created this on PowerPoint. I just clicked, so you can do this on PowerPoint by clicking on home, then you click on shapes, and then you can just draw a shape like this, for example, and then you can just change the color. Once you change the color, you can get something like this. So to get started, also if this is your first time visiting my channel, I have a more comprehensive course where you can follow step-by-step processes on how to create animations, explainer videos for mobile app with just PowerPoint. So right now, to get started, the first thing I'm going to do, I'll click on the phone, then I'll click on animations, and I'll add an animation to this. I'm going to add a fade entrance animation to this holophone. So the next thing I'll do, I'll bring in this blue screen, I'll just place it under here. Okay, then I'll add an animation to this. I'll add the same fade animation, and I want this to happen with the previous. Okay, so the next thing that will happen now is this light mode text. I'll just maybe move it down a little bit. Okay, so I'll add a zoom entrance animation here, and I want the duration I want it to be a bit faster, so I'm just going to reduce the timing. So once this happens, I want this text to disappear almost immediately it comes up. So I will add an exit animation here. The exit animation I'm going to use is also going to be zoomed, so it zooms out as well. However, this will happen after the previous, and I'm going to make it faster, and then I'll add a little bit of delay to when it happens after the previous. So the next thing we will do now, we'll bring up this click animation, so to show users now that when they click on this dark, then once they click on this dark button here, so for us to make this hand, let me just call it this hand shape, so to animate it, I'll first add an appear animation here. So I want this to happen with the previous rather. So once I add this appear animation, I want a little bit of delay as to when it's going to happen, maybe this time. Okay, so the next thing so once it appears, for it to now have that kind of click effect, I'm going to add an emphasis animation. I'm going to use this pulse animation. You can see it already. You can see it kind of like, let me show you again. So you can see it already here. So for this pulse animation, I want it to happen after the previous. Okay, I want this to happen after the previous, and I also want a little bit of delay so it's not too sharp. Okay, so afterwards, once this click animation takes place, I want this to disappear, so I will then add a disappear animation here. So afterwards, we are almost at the end of the tutorial. So afterwards, I want this dark, this rectangle to then come in. So the first thing that will happen is that I'm going to place it here first. So the first thing is that it is going to appear, and it is going to appear with the previous animation. So afterwards, so to ensure now that when users click on here, this then moves to this side, we are going to add a line animation. Okay, so we use a line animation under the motion part. By default, this goes down. Also, just to note, if you are watching this for the first time, you can watch my comprehensive course, which is on the you can access from the link in the description below. So all you just need to do, just click on this red indicator here. Okay, once you just click on it, then you can just use your mouse to drag it to where you want it to be. So I can leave it here. Okay, so basically once users click on this, once they click on this dark here, this would move to the side. So I want it to happen very fast because our video is a very fast video. So it's going to happen. So I'm really going to reduce this time. I want it to be as fast as possible. So maybe I'll just make this 10 instead. Oh, what have I done? Okay. All right. So I'll just make this 10. Okay. All right. So I think the next thing we'll just do now is for the dark mode phone. So we'll bring this dark phone, the dark mode phone screen now, so that once users click on this, then this dark phone screen then shows up. So this is, I'm just going to use an appear animation here. So then the next thing that will happen at the same time this dark phone comes up, we want this background to change to a dark screen. So we want the background to change. So to achieve that, I'm going to use a line animation here on this black rectangle that is on top. So that is the purpose of this. So I'm going to click on here, and I select a line animation. You can see it just comes down, but I want it to come down. So I'm just going to click on this red indicator. I will hold shift, then I'll move this down. Okay, so I'll move it until the point where I see that it covers the whole screen. Okay, so I also want this to be a very fast animation, so I'm really going to work on the duration. I'm going to reduce the time here. I'll probably just make this 0.5 because I want it to be as fast as possible. So the last thing I'm going to animate now is going to be the dark mode text animation. So I want the animation that will be used here to be a zoom animation. It is going to happen with the previous animation, and the duration is fine. Then afterwards, just to make the video not end abruptly, I'll just add an emphasis animation on it. This will happen after the previous, then I'll add a little bit of delay, just to make, the purpose of this is just so our video doesn't just end abruptly. So guys, let's play what we have now and see if we have anything to adjust. Okay, so the only thing we have to adjust is this line animation. So we just need to bring this down a little bit. So let's bring this down. Let's play from here and see. Okay. Let's see right now if this is, yes. Okay, so I think we got, this is what we are looking for now. So guys, so the next thing we'll just need to do, I'll just quickly show you how I was able to add the music to this. So if you want to add this song, just click on insert, and then you come to media. So when you come to media, you just click on audio here. So when you click on audio, you click on audio on my PC if it's an audio you want. So it automatically just opens all your audio. So the name of the audio I use is this percussion and stomp. So I'm just going to quickly click on this, and then I click on insert. All right guys, so I've been able to successfully embed the audio. So I'm just, since we want it to start at the beginning of the animation, I'm just going to move this, drag this up to this point. So then to just export as a video, okay, so to export as a video, I can just click on record here, then I click on export to video. So it just takes me here. So once that is done, I'll just click on export video. Okay, since I've already exported this, so that's why it's asking me if I want to replace it. I'll just say no. So it's just for me to click on browse, and then I save this to anywhere part in the video I want to save it to. So I can just call it dark mode animation, for example. I can just call this maybe dark mode animation. Okay, then I can just save it anywhere that I want it saved to. So I just wait for this to export within a few minutes, or it can take longer depending on the size of your video. And once that is done, you have your video.